You say yes when you desperately want to say no. You find yourself apologizing when you haven't done anything wrong. You're completely exhausted from keeping everyone else comfortable, while your own needs are just dying in silence. Here's an uncomfortable truth. You're not being kind. You're being weak. And the people you're trying so hard to please, they don't respect you for it. They use you for it. Today, we're going to expose the most dangerous lie you've ever been sold. That being agreeable makes you valuable. That sacrifice equals love. But people-pleasing isn't generosity. It's a prison. And it's time to break the chains. Picture this. Your boss asks if you can stay late again. You're drained, you're tired. But you hear yourself say, "Sure, no problem." Or your friend calls. They need something again. It's always something. You've helped them a dozen times, but when you needed them, just silence. Does any of this sound familiar? You've become everyone's emotional vending machine. They just push the right buttons, and out comes your time, your energy, your life force. And the cruelest part? The more you give, the less they seem to value it. When you're always available, you become invisible. When you never say no, your yes becomes completely meaningless. The famous psychologist Carl Jung once said, "The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely." But why is it so terrifying? Because accepting yourself means setting boundaries. It means sometimes you're going to have to disappoint people, and people-pleasers can't handle that. They would rather betray themselves than face someone else's potential anger or disapproval. But here's the paradox. The very thing you do to be loved is actually making you unlovable, not to other people, but to yourself. This pattern probably started back in your childhood. Psychologists call it conditional love. The idea that you're only worthy when you perform, obey, or make others happy. So, you adapted. You became the peacemaker, the helper. You survived by erasing yourself. Your brain literally got wired to perceive rejection as a life or death threat. Say no? Danger. Disappoint someone? Danger. But that survival strategy that saved you as a child is destroying you as an adult. You're not protecting yourself anymore. You're sacrificing yourself. Here's what people-pleasers secretly believe. If I'm perfect enough, I can control how people feel about me. Spoiler alert, you can't. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." But people-pleasers flip this entirely. They try to control other people's emotions while completely abandoning control of their own boundaries and self-respect. And no matter how much you give, it is never enough. There's always one more person to please, one more task to take on. You're not building genuine relationships. You're building a performance that never ends. Let me ask you something, and be honest. When you help people, is it really selfless? Or is there a hidden contract in your mind that says, if I do this for you, you'll love me, you'll approve of me? You might be smiling on the outside, but inside, a poison is brewing. You're keeping score. And when people don't reciprocate, that bitterness just grows and grows. Here's the dark truth. People-pleasing isn't love. It's a covert contract. And when the other person inevitably breaks it, a contract they never even signed, you blame them. But you're the one who created a one-sided deal inside your own head. Now let's talk about the people who benefit from your pleasing. The easiest people to control are those who are desperate to be liked. Manipulators can spot a people-pleaser from a mile away. They know you won't say no. They know your guilt is a lever they can pull anytime they want. And here's the cold, hard reality. They don't respect you for it. They use you. Think about the relationships where you give the most. Are they the ones where you feel the most valued? Or are they the ones where you feel the most drained? Respect isn't given to those who bend over backward for everyone. It's earned by those who stand for something. So why do you really say yes when every fiber of your being is screaming no? It's not about kindness. It's about terror. Terror of rejection, terror of being alone, the terror that if people see the real you, they'll leave. But by trying so hard to avoid rejection, You actually guarantee it. From yourself. In your desperation to be chosen, you become invisible. You're just a mirror, reflecting whatever people want to see. And here's what no one ever tells you. Your people-pleasing is actually making the world worse. You think you're keeping the peace, but what you're really doing is enabling dysfunction. Every time you don't speak up against something wrong, you protect an injustice. Every time you tolerate disrespect, you teach others that it's an acceptable way to treat you. Your silence becomes their weapon. You are enforcing your own cage. You lock yourself inside it every single time you choose their approval over your own integrity. You have become your own oppressor. But here is the beautiful truth. You can stop. Today. Right now. Your job is not to make other people comfortable. Your job is to be honest. And here's how you can start. First, redefine kindness. Real kindness is honesty. It's respecting yourself enough to honor your own limits. The Buddha taught, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection, not after you've pleased everyone else. Right now. Second, practice the sacred no. Start small. Say no to something minor this week. Feel that discomfort, sit with it, and then realize that you survived it. Your no is not a rejection of others. It's an affirmation of yourself. Third, let people be disappointed. This is a big one. Other people's disappointment is not your emergency. If their affection was conditional on what you could do for them, you didn't lose a relationship. You just lost an exploitation. Fourth, find your non-negotiables. What are the boundaries that you will not cross no matter what? Get crystal clear on them. When you know what you stand for, you'll stop falling for everything. And fifth, embrace the temporary loneliness. Some people will leave your life when you start setting boundaries. Let them go. The ones who stay, the ones who love you for your truth, not your utility, those are your people. The philosopher Nietzsche said, the individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. Stand alone if you have to. Your integrity is worth the solitude. So here we are. You are not on this earth to be convenient. You are here to be real. And the people who can't handle your boundaries? They were never meant for your journey anyway. The version of you that says yes to everything? It's time to let them go. Because on the other side of people-pleasing is freedom. The freedom to be imperfect. The freedom to prioritize yourself. The freedom to exist entirely on your own terms. The right people don't need you to be perfect. They just need you to be honest. So here is my challenge to you. This week, say one hard no. Set one real boundary. Feel it, survive it, and grow from it. You have spent enough time living in a prison built by others. It is time to set yourself free. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content on building a stronger, more authentic you. I'll see you in the next video.